What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 100% NUFC. I hope I find you really well. This is the Newcastle versus Brighton match preview this Saturday at St James's Park. It's a 5:30 kickoff in the Premier League, a game that I'm really looking forward to, a game that we should be winning. But just before I jump into the video, please go along and hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Welcome to any Newcastle fans, Brighton fans, or any fans watching this video today. Also, don't forget to go along and follow me on social media, 100% NUFC on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll drop you a follow back. Now, also, can we get this video to 15 likes? That would be massively appreciated. Okay, so we'll play Brighton at St James's Park behind me. A game that, so far, I believe that we need 3 points in this game. It's a must-win game, and I know a lot of fans are sort of 50-50 on it, that it's too early to say that this game is a must-win game, but in my opinion, it is. We're playing Brighton, no disrespect. They've had an okay season so far, just like we have, points-wise. They've got 5 points and we've got 4 points. So, by their standards, it's okay. For us, it's okay. Maybe we could have picked up more. But going into this match, our head-to-head record on screen isn't brilliant. Last season, we actually lost 1-0 at St James's Park to Brighton. And then we also drew 1-1 at the Amex. But the last time that we actually got a win against Brighton was back in the 2016-17 season in the Championship, winning 2-0 at St James's Park. I remember Shelby getting that one. And then we also got the 2-1 win, at the Amex Stadium. So it's not brilliant, our record, but it's very, very mixed with Brighton. So, they've got a decent record up here. They're no pushovers, Brighton. And they will be coming up here with a game plan. Graham Potter, so far, since taking over from Chris Hughton, he's done okay. Maybe I've done Brighton a little bit disservice because I've got them down to be relegated. But you know what? They've started off better than I thought. And Graham Potter seems to be getting the right attitude from, the Brighton players this season so far. And yes, they have had a couple of different results of the last couple of weeks, but they did get off to a very good start in the first couple of games. So, let's look at our team, Newcastle. If there's any Brighton fans watching right now, we have to start off on the front foot against you lot. We have to make sure that we're at home, St James's Park, it's on TV, and that we don't mess up like we have been doing in other games recently, most notably against Watford, falling behind. We can't afford to fall behind against Brighton on Saturday, because just like Watford, Brighton will defend and they will look for the 3 points. And at the end of the day, we've got to be beating teams like Brighton up here at St James's Park if we want to stay in the Premier League this season. That's what it's come down to, trying to get results against the likes of Brighton instead of competing in that top 7 like a club of Newcastle status should be. But Brighton, don't get us wrong, they're a decent side, and they will cause a problem up here, but we need to make sure that we start off on the front foot, that we try and get the first goal and not fall behind, and make sure that if we do get the first goal, try and go for the second goal, because that is going to be vitally important on Saturday. And plus, we need our first win at home this season, so there's a lot of pressure on the squad. There's a lot of pressure on Steve Bruce to try and deliver on Saturday night, and we need the 3 points to try and get out of the relegation zone, because we start the game week 6 in the relegation zone. And was I expecting us to be around the relegation zone? Yes. If you look at me Premier League predictions for the season, I said Newcastle 17 will be battling relegation for large parts of the season, and people are saying, well, the game isn't really must win because what happened last season. We got off to a bad start and then we ended up picking up points late last season, staying up. But the thing is, 2 seasons aren't the same. This season we might end up picking up points early, which we should be, and then we might end up tailing off at the end of the season. So it can work both ways. But I think either way we need to try and get at Brighton and cause them some problems. So any Brighton fans watching, a couple of players to watch out for on our side. I would say the first one, Joelinton. He got his first goal against Tottenham. He did look quite lively against Liverpool last week, but again, it's just the service. But you have to watch out for him, because if there's any service that gets put into the box for Joelinton, he's more like a number 10. I wouldn't even say he's a number 9 striker, in my opinion. But feed him the service, he'll score you the goals, and he's someone to watch out for. He just needs that home goal, so he'll be very hungry against you lot on Saturday. The next one being Miggy Almiron. Again, another player who is desperate for a goal, centre of midfield, predominantly playing on the wing. Someone who, is playing the game at 100 miles an hour, but, he does like to get forward a lot. He's very good at assistance, so, be careful with Miggy Almiron, and I hope, that he gets his goal on Saturday. Next one, if he plays, is Jonjo Shelvey. Doing all right, but as of late he's looked a little bit off the boil. I think he just needs to try and get a good rhythm going in his game. He has got what it takes to do something against these sort of clubs. Against Brighton, he scored past them in the Championship, and he'll know what they're all about. So Jonjo Shelvey, likes to get forward. He likes to play the Hollywood Bulls. He likes to spray the ball, from side to side. So we know that there's a little bit of quality there in Jonjo Shelvey, but he just needs to show it. And I think it's about time that he steps up on Saturday, against Hughes Lot and tries to deliver the goods. Obviously, the back four, back five, whatever we've been playing these days, back three. Got to watch out for the likes of Shaw. Lascelles looking all right at the back. Shaw's on good form at the minute as well, so someone to watch out for there. And obviously Martin Dubravka, as you know about, fantastic goalkeeper, a little bit underrated. I know he was a fault for one of the goals last week, but he is very, very good in there for us, a good quality goalkeeper. Now let's look at Brighton. So Brighton last week they drew 1-1 at home at Burnley, which I think, to be honest with you, is a disappointing result for them, because for them to concede in the 90th minute, they would have had an extra couple of points, and they have dropped off as of the last couple of weeks, but they are steadily going by so far this season, and many, as I've said before, like myself, have got them to be relegated. But if they continue to plug away, getting the odd draw here and there, getting a few wins at home, who knows, they could stay up this season and prove everybody wrong. On the Brighton side, players to watch out for, the first one being I'm trying to figure who it was there. Neal Maupay, who they bought from Brentford. He's got a goal or two already for Brighton, looking all right. The next one I would say is Glenn Murray. We all know about him, 30-plus-year-old. He's getting on a bit now, but he's good from set pieces. He's a bit like your Mitrovic from a couple of years back. If you put the ball into the box, 9 times out of 10 he's going to stick his head in it. Or if you just feed the ball into his feet, he's going to be there in and around the box or outside the box to have a shot on goal and to try and work the goalkeeper. Also, Pascal Gross is another one to watch out for as well in the midfield. Looking decent as well. Next one is on loan midfielder Aaron Moy from Huddersfield. If he ever gets a game against us, I don't know if he's injured, I'm not too sure, but the one who's deadly from midfield, a bit like Jonjo Shelvey, likes to get the ball forward, sprays the ball left to right, and is very good from set pieces. At the back, Lewis Dunk. I think if we don't get forward, I think Lewis Dunk could be very good in terms of shutting us down, so we'll have to be careful about him. Injuries for Brighton, I would say Leonardo Trossard, I think he's out with a groin injury, I believe. He could be out for a few weeks, so he's their left winger. He has looked quite decent actually since signing for Brighton this summer, and he'll be out for a while, so hopefully he gets well soon. The next one, well, I'll say for Newcastle, we've got a few out already, so Matt Ritchie is one of them. He's going to be out for a bit. Hopefully he's only a few weeks away. The next one, it'd be looked at as Andy Carroll. Is he going to make the bench? Is he still injured? Who knows? Steve Bruce will say in his press conference tomorrow, Friday. And St Maximin could be back. Who knows? He could be out for a week. It's all hard to say at the minute, but we are, leaking a lot of players at the minute in the squad, and it's looking a little bit concerning. But I think against Brighton on Saturday, I think it's important that we just get out and have a go, and try and get the first goal, and just try and get that second goal and try and kill off the game and get a massive welcome 3 points, which is what we need. And it's important that we get our first win at home this season, especially against clubs like Brighton, because it's going to be a long season, and we all know that we're in a relegation battle. So in terms of score prediction, I'll go for a 2-1 win to Newcastle. I'm going to go for Joe Linton to score and Almiron to get his first goal of the season for Newcastle, and his first goal for the club as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say for Newcastle. Let me know your score predictions down below in the comments. What team do you think Steve Bruce will pick on Saturday? And like I said before, if you are new to the channel, please go along and subscribe, and I'll be back with the review on Saturday or Sunday. Enjoy the game. Bye with the lads.